Hi, this is Rebecca, and this is my week 19 check-in, talking about my experience being on an antidepressant for depression that is a symptom of my PTSD related to domestic violence. And I want to start out saying thank you for stopping by, checking out my channel. I mentioned last week that I have a pretty involved process of finding a new therapist when it's time for me to find a new therapist. And then between that check-in and today, I had a meeting with my therapist about a game plan to get me a new therapist for when she leaves on her maternity leave in a couple of months. When I realized how few appointments I have left with her, I kind of had this little panic feeling come up, and I'm not still feeling panicked. I just wanted to share that I was feeling really stressed about that, and I think that's okay, that I'm nervous, but I'm not gonna allow myself to worry about it in the sense that, I think it'll necessarily go badly. So I know that I have some pretty clear ideas on what I want from a therapist, and even if the first person I start seeing after this current therapist doesn't work out very well, then that's fine. That's just part of the process of finding a good therapist, and I will just go on to the next one. I'm hoping I don't have much of an interruption in my therapy schedule, even though it does take about 4 weeks to feel like I'm not just giving basically background information to a new therapist. So hoping for a good fit right off the bat, but we will see. I'll keep you updated on that. As far as the medication goes, I have a little something different this week to talk about. And I skipped a few days this week. I was just so busy trying to get into my new school schedule and still seeing clients for writing, still doing a lot of writing, and I just forgot an entire day earlier in this week. Also on Friday, and then today, Saturday, I didn't take my medication until really late at night, even though I usually take it first thing in the morning. And I'm happy to say that I'm not having any kind of, negative consequences from that. I don't want to end up with some negative consequences of withdrawal or anything. So I'm going to do my best this coming week to be back on schedule. And speaking of being back on schedule, I'm glad that I'm checking in again on Saturday like I usually do, even though the last 2 weeks I didn't check in until Sunday. But yes, I'm hoping to keep my schedule. And I feel like I had one more thing to say. Oh yeah, it was again about my jiu-jitsu promotion. 2 weeks ago, I told you guys that I got promoted to my blue belt in jiu-jitsu. I train no-gi, and I just want to say I noticed and was surprised to notice that I've been really quiet about that elsewhere. I've definitely told a lot of my friends and my family, but I haven't put it in my blog. I haven't tweeted about it. I haven't put it on my personal Facebook page. And as someone who shares a lot of really personal stuff regularly, I thought that it would be something that I talked about a lot right away as soon as I had, such a big accomplishment. And I haven't. I've been feeling like it's an intensely personal experience. I wanted some time where it was a little quieter. Not like I have tons of people talking to me about things just because I put it online, but I just have this compulsion to keep it kind of close. I feel like I'm just kind of like hugging that information to my heart or something. And I'm just thinking about how much it means to me, what it means to me, and to my life and my sense of self. like I said a couple weeks ago, that's, you know, being a martial artist is not something I had ever seen for myself as a possibility, yet here I am. So, so that's been interesting, and I'll let you know what comes up as far as other realizations that I have, and just processing this accomplishment. It's a lot of really complicated feelings around my recovery and my personal history and relationship with violence, and yeah, just wanted to let you know that I think about it a lot, even though it's not something I'm really talking about. So that's it. And I'm really glad I'm back on schedule with the Saturday nights. Thanks so much for checking in. I appreciate it. And hopefully I will not have such big circles under my eyes next week. Thanks and good night.